Yep, I am now on Facebook. I think there was a glitch there that I wasn't broadcasting. So hopefully that's going to work out. That's why we're getting all this activity from Okay, Laurie Chambers is with us. That's great. And we are now broadcasting on all of the Yep, there was a glitch. We were not broadcasting to Facebook for a little moment, but we are now. So let's continue on. All right. Happy Friday Eve, and for Lakshmi, let's continue. I guess I was late again, even though I was technically asked to go live, and it didn't seem to work, but now it's okay. Command points of the brain. And by the way, I will be here next week. The week after that, I will most likely not be here. I will be out of the country. Chi to MB. Release tumor and gallstones. Oxygen, anti-cancer. Lower eyelid springs. Did you try the castor oil on the eyelids? That's an option. Let me know if that works. I bet it will. So let's go to the gallstone, T10, 11, and 12. But the eyes, C3, and the ouch point for the eyes. Vertebral artery, spinal artery. So let's work on the bones. The humerus, which I always need extra work for myself since I smashed my right humerus and it all came back. Amazing design. And hello, Mari. Let's continue with Sid. We don't want to miss that. T1 to T8 for arthritis. Brachial plexus for the shoulders. Lumbosacral plexus for the lower back. And blood flow. T7, lumbosacral plexus down to the ankles. And sleep. In Tong, third eye, but one of the greatest things you can do for sleep is sunrise, sunlight, sunset, darkness. Come in with the sun, out with the sun. Reset your endocrine system in a very healthful way. And again, T1 for the bones, GB39 for the bones, release muscle atrophy. So I would definitely add in watermelon and beet juice, or together. And digestion, absorption, elimination for everyone, T11, T12, L4, L5. And for B12 absorption, you should get a sublingual triple blend B12, and you can counter check if your B12 is absorbing through a test called an MMA test, methyl malonic acid test, which tells if your B12 is actually working. And if your homocysteine levels are high, that means the B12 is not working, because B12 is supposed to minimize or manage the homocysteine and inflammation. So those are some different ways you can look at it. And hopefully yes, people are here now. I was wondering why people weren't here. Michelle Oliveira, you learned about us, is that what you're saying? Intracranial pressure, balance, and coordination. Cranial sacral therapy, I recommend for your cranial pressure, because the cranial sacral is a rhythm, a balance, and a inflammation reducer for your brain and for your spine. So, David, have you ever heard of cranial sacral therapy? Let me know. And let me know where you are in case we can get you a recommendation. And Michelle, what is it you just learned? Is it about the Tongren? So we're happy to help you. Welcome to our group. And let's continue on. For Lakshmi, hello Esther and Babi Ashika. Let's look at the brain. Brain command points. Brain command points of the brain stem. So for pain, for anyone, Esther, Esther, let me know if you've ever tried grounding or earthing, and I will send you something about that. Healthy cholesterol. The best way to get healthy cholesterol is don't eat extra cholesterol in your diet. We all produce cholesterol normally, but if you get it through the diet, you get it in excess. Sometimes it's hard to manage, especially if you have inflammation. So when you say nose breathing, you want help with nose breathing? So those would be good breathing exercises to take care of that. Balancing the sugar and pancreas. T8, right side. Balancing sugar, eat lots of fiber that will bind to the sugars and slow down the insulin spikes. Stress, T1 to T8 and GB13, right side. For calm mind and daughter citizen acne, hormonal and emotional balance, again GB13, right side. Acne, clay baths. And grounding to liver 3, kidney 1. And let's go back to David. That's right, Springfield. You spelled SBFLD last time, I think. You are familiar with craniosacral therapy. We talked about that before. Western Mass near Springfield, yes. So I'm sure you can find a craniosacral therapist to help you with the intracranial pressure, balance, and coordination. So let's work on the intracranial pressure with blood flow to the brain, 3 parts. Carotid artery, vertebral artery for David, and occipital artery to increase circulation. I would definitely do castor oil packs on the base of the neck and the kidney area. Balance and coordination, GV17. It took you a while to connect. We were not connected, so Dorothy, it's probably my fault. Balance and coordination is definitely GV17. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. Dorothy, C3 for the eyes. Red light therapy I recommend for the eyes. Red light, near infrared light therapy. So we're going to be having another full moon blast. I will be immersed in an E-system biophoton generation environment and do Tongren from there like I did before with the MedBed technologies. Cataracts, GV17, GV20. Ouch point for the eyes. I hope you're having improvements. Don't forget about the cure for cataracts, the eye drops that they sell. Basically, it's NAC, an amino acid, which is really good for cleaning up the eyes as well as things like the lungs. Yep, Dorothy, that was probably my fault why you couldn't connect. So let's continue on with the eyes. Blood flow to the eyes. Optic nerve for the eyes, but especially GV17, blood flow to the eyes. Overall growth for baby Ashika. Brain, so blood flow to the brain. Speech and sentence making, that's the Broca and Wernicke areas. Incredible strangers jumped on. Welcome. Bones. So blood flow, nerve flow for the spine and the bones and the muscles. How old is baby Ashika? C3, C4 for speech and sentence making. Again, Broca area, Wernicke areas of the brain. And let's also work for Artie and Dan, ovarian. T1 to T8 for inflammation, and then T3, L3 rather, ovarian area. So Sanjay, leukemia, that's a bone marrow issue as well. Sometimes a tailbone issue. Sanjay, have you had a tailbone injury or lower back, sacral or tailbone injury where your tailbone may be out of alignment? T1 for the bones, GB39 for the bones, and oxygen to reverse hypoxia causing leukemia. And Sulochana, I want to say your name properly. T1 to T8 inflammation, right breast tumor surgery for all organs, cysts, fibroids, Castro Pax. T4 for the right breast, and lung 1, lung 2, mammary arteries, blood flow, nerve flow, T3. Detox meds, chemo and radiation to all 4. So if you're not doing detox chemo right now, if you're doing chemo right now or radiation, clay baths is the best way. It's a binder, electromagnetic quantum binder. Happy to give you a session, Ashika, Sulochana, and grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So chemo and radiation, you want to be mineral rich, mineral dense, sea vegetables, spirulinas, chlorellas. You gotta rebuild your body back. So Joanna, your mom had to go to the hospital again, anxiety, nervousness. So Joanna, the relaxator will help a lot with anxiety, nervousness, and memory issues. And we will tap for those now. And AFib. Let's check to see if Facebook is up. And let's continue on. Ideally, you're sitting flat with your feet flat on the floor with your mind. Put your mind in those points. Science has shown that if you put your mind to a place, say your fingertip, science shows an increased blood circulation. Yi Dao Qi, as it says in Chinese. So we are leading with our intention biophotons to a specific area, and the body will be attracted to it and increase blood flow to those specific areas. Blood flow to the brain. TB13 right side for anxiety, nervousness. Another thing to focus on for anxiety, nervousness, and memory issues is the gut. If there is constipation or indigestion or dysbiosis, fermented foods, and sea vegetables. And for AFib, there's a company called BH Herbs. They have a specific remedy for AFib as well. I use it, and it works. Blood flow to the brain command points. Left knee, blood flow. T1 to T8. For pain, left knee, it was operated on. Definitely castor oil packs or clay packs or both. Clay with castor oil. Let's work on the knee, the left knee. Left knee, yep. At the ouch point of the knee, and if you have a laser, you can put a laser on there too. And for AFib, TB17 for the heart, T6 for the heart, and the hypothalamus, pituitary, the managers of the bioelectrical systems of the body. And you're mentioning also aortic valve stenosis. I think it is nitric oxide that clears out blockages in the arteries. Red blood cells, T1 for the bones, and don't forget your copper, magnesium, ceruloplasmin, because otherwise that would be a support for the iron. You're going to have plenty of iron, but if you don't have copper to support it, it's not going to work. T1 to T8. So, outgoing individual, did you get us? And you're asking again, an alternative to castor oil. Wow, can you email me so I can remember to do some good research on that for you? And the question is, did I have radial nerve palsy? No, I did not. I lost all use of my right arm briefly, probably 3 to 4 weeks. I got it back to start to work again. Within 6 weeks, I was back to work as a body worker. So I didn't have any palsy because I was focusing on things that support the nerves. Vitamin B12, clay, alpha-lipoic acid is also another option. I didn't use it, but that's also a really good idea. Drinking nutrient-dense foods, resting, PT, physical therapy, acupuncture. I also use electric acupuncture or TENS. That may be one of the things that also helped me not to get the radial nerve palsy. And I also used laser therapy, which is the cold lasers. So let's continue to work on that. So, and let's continue on with Gentle Companion. You did not use your left hand, you got muscle atrophy on same hand dorsal forearm. Yeah, I did intense amounts of exercise all the time. to get my arm back to work. It is now probably stronger than it has ever been. But wherever you are, you can improve it. Do physical therapy, pushing and pulling, isometrics, all these different things. You don't want further surgeries. That's not the problem. You have an atrophy problem, not a surgery deficiency. You want to make sure you improve the blood flow, nerve flow, bioelectricity, biophotons to the area to regenerate. You can do this without surgery, I feel. I don't know the full extent of what you're doing. The nerves die, but they can come back. So, regenerating the nerves would be wheatgrass balm that regenerates nerves, or wheatgrass drinks. The nerves will come back. The nerves, neuroplasticity, all these things. Nerves and cells die all the time, but they always have reinforcements and replacements. So the pain, definitely I would add in maybe a topical pepper, cayenne pepper oil or tincture or salve. That would be really good. So for you, I would definitely massage it a lot. Red light therapy a lot because it goes deeper and heals. Castor oil goes deep and heals. Clay goes deep, heals and mineralizes. All of these things you can do. It is what I did for 6 weeks. And within 6 weeks, instead of surgery and 4 to 6 months recovery, I went back to work, both hands as a body worker, deep tissue massage. So that's how it works. The surgery is a fixer, but you can try. Ashika is 30 months young with 17 and a half pounds. Okay. Our thoughts and prayers are with her. And let's continue on. So, outgoing individual, did you ever catch up with us? Did you miss your turn, outgoing individual? Let's see. Outgoing individual, where is your request? Outgoing individual, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yes, I got your request. Yep, I did. You're all set with that. And I gave a lot of advice about detoxification. So let's continue. 6-month-old granddaughter. Magnificent character, like Magnificent Seven. 6-month-old granddaughter who is home from a hospital stay but continuing. So let's work on detox, T1 to T8. If you live in the Massachusetts area, you can contact Good Health. They have child detox protocols, which helps with brain issues, detoxification issues, T1 to T8. So stop the vaccines for a 6-month-old for a while. Enough. So she's had more than 1 or 2. She's only 6 months. Babies don't have immune systems, as I said. T1 to T8. And tap for a ceasefire in Gaza. That would be the third eye. Universal consciousness connection. Blood flow to the brain. Annie, tap for deep stress. GB13, right side. Fear. What is your fear? Fear of what? Remember, you are a full, sacred person. A part of you has fear. You are not fear. A part of you has fear. You can be witness to the fear, identify the fear, and understand it more deeply. Offer forgiveness for whatever caused the fear, and offer yourself the opportunity for transformation. GB13, detox stress. C1, C2, GB13, right side. GB20, 22 for hormones. And kidneys for fear. L2, right side. And for tinnitus, C3, and the vestibular cochlear nerves. Vibration in the feet feels electronic. So the lower back, forward folds, twisting, yoga poses. The signal from your waist isn't getting down to your feet properly, and it's vibrating because it's freaking out. It can't do what it needs to do. So we got you, gentle companion. Great. AV is on. I'm on. And the relaxator, as it works well for Lara. Great. Great news. Glad to hear it. Okay, looks like we're going to go over a few minutes. So email me so I can remember. I'll put in my email here at the bottom with your email address. Anyone? Yep, send me your email addresses and all those things. Yep, and gentle companion, email me with the questions about castor oil alternatives in Nepal. How to imagine that they don't have castor oil, CASTOR in Nepal. I think they have it in India. So let's check. So, Mari, new diagnosis of antiphospholipid syndrome, which can cause life-threatening blood clots that can lead to a heart attack or stroke. Okay, we will make sure we eliminate all of that. What's the cause of this? What is the cause of this APS syndrome? That's what we need to look at, but let's work on it right now. We can jump on Zoom also. But Mari, give me more information and email me to make sure I catch, because sometimes I can't get back into the chats with your condition, and ask the doctors what you think caused it. What's the cause of the cause? Definitely the vein health supplement from Dr. Group and hawthorn berry stuff to help with blood clots, potentials, or heart attacks or strokes, but we will make sure that you don't get any of those things. T1 to T8 for APS. T5 for the heart. CV17 also for the heart. And CV4 for Mari also. Grounding to liver 3. And kidney 1. Okay, Pete here, spinal alignment. Body work can do it. Outgoing individual, I got you covered. I used yoga and Tuina deep tissue massage to align my spine. T5 to T7, yoga twists, yoga forward folds. Sounds like you have maybe a lordosis or a kyphosis. And your neck might go forward a little bit, so let's work on all of that. Blood flow to the brain. So for gentle companion, a tailbone is the end point of the circulation of craniosacral fluid. Craniosacral fluid nourishes the bone marrow. The bone marrow is in charge of the red and white blood cell formation, and leukemia is a malfunctioning bone marrow. So a malfunctioning support, craniosacral fluid for the bone marrow, is a probable cause. There is a tailbone adjustment through massage as well. Osteopathic, chiropractic, or Tuina massage. So let's work on T5 to T7 for Pete. Tinnitus, GV789. vestibulocochlear nerve of the brain, and C3, C4 as well. So Incredible Stranger, please tap for right side blood flow, nerve flow, also working for the spine for Pete. T1 for the bones, T1 to T8 for some swelling in rib areas, eyes, occipital sensory nerve, C3, ouch point for the eyes, and cervical spine, C1 to C7. Vestibulocochlear nerve for the ears, and the ouch point for the ears. Yeah, Joanna, look forward to seeing you in the workshop. It's going to be great. 4 years, but still pain. There's a technique also for gentle companion. It's called the 7 stages of Spencer. That's also what I use to mobilize my shoulder using isometrics. That would be also important. You may have partially a frozen shoulder, which is constricting the nerves. So definitely that's another thing to look into, the 7 stages of Spencer technique for shoulder mobilization and frozen shoulders. I use it as well. Happy Mama, feeling the chi. You're doing great work, Happy Mama. Excellent. So Amazing Civilian, you said it's an impact injury and I'm doing yoga. Which one is Amazing Civilian? I can't remember which one of those. Oh, there you are. Spinal alignment. Oh, it's a impact injury. You can fix it. And there's also an advanced technique called the Schroth method. If, for example, your spinal curve is extreme, it is kind of a pricey process, but you can do Pilates. But the Schroth method is a specific method for stretching, elongating, and strengthening and straightening the spine. I strengthened my spine. It was curved. I had it from birth. It isn't 100%, but it's definitely not even noticeable anymore. And Amazing Civilian, teeth, cavities, impacted wisdom teeth, blood flow to the brain. And for collected creation, so Mari, if it's with the blood, it could be with the blood. See if it's the bone marrow, the blood production, something with the blood, because blood is created from the bone marrow, sometimes through the spleen. If it's like sickle cell or lupus, that's different. I don't think that's your situation here. But give me more details and we will fix it. Sounds like a sluggish bone marrow where craniosacral therapy may be a really good option for you. So let's tap for a dog bite in left thumb, but cavity, C3, ouch point for the jaw, C3 and 4. Impacted wisdom teeth, ouch point for the wisdom teeth. Yeah, email me with your questions. That'd be great. All right, and one more check for, I'm not sure if we worked with Dorothy, blood flow to the brain. Last one for everyone, including a lymph tune-up for everyone. Ouch point for the eyes, cataracts. Take a look at the book called The Cataract Cure. That stuff works. Then a lymph tune-up for everyone. Sky window lymph, axillary lymph, and inguinal lymph up through the lymphatic duct to release right around the stomach 10, 11, 12 area. And grounding for everyone, liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's just make sure we have blessings to everyone. So we'll do a Qigong for everyone. Welcome new people. I think Michelle, you're new to us. David, good to see you. Email me if you have any more questions, David. Craniosacral would be a good option as well. It's good for everything. It's brilliant. Even deals with quantum biology. And blessings to everyone. Be kind to one another. Hoping for ceasefire in Gaza as well. Putting out peace to everyone now. Blessings to everyone. See you next week. Not the week after that, but see you all next week. Ceasefire in Gaza. We are one village. We need to help and protect everyone, especially defenseless children. Have a great day. See you next week. Hope you're feeling better. Sit, relax, have some water after the session. As always, even better, have a clay bath or a clay foot soak or a sauna or get some sun at sunset and sunrise.